In this example, we're going to forecast using the 3-period moving average method. This is table 6.9 in section 6.2 of the book. So our first task is to set up our workbook like this. Again, I have the equations on the right here just for your reference. You don't necessarily have to put them in your workbook. But one important change to note is our K value. Now we're using a 3-period moving average. So our K changes from a 1 that we've previously seen to a 3. Okay, so now to start calculating our forecast, or our Y hat, our forecast is going to be the average of the 3 previous periods. So here we can use the Excel function equals average, and then select the 3 previous cells. And again, this is relative cell reference. We can just carry the equation, the formula on down. Next, we want to calculate our forecast error. So that is going to be equals our time series value less our forecast. Again, relative cell references. We can copy it on down and move along to the absolute value of the forecast error. So again, it's just the absolute value of the error that we just calculated, or the Excel function ABS for absolute. Copy it down. Then we've got our squared forecast error, or equals our forecast error squared. Go ahead, copy it down. Then we come to our percentage error. So this equals our forecast error divided by our time series value. And again, this should be a percent. You can go click percent up here at the top if need be and add a few decimal points, decimal places. Copy your equation on down. And our last column, the absolute value of percentage error, just becomes the absolute value of what we've just found. Just calculated. Again, copy it down. And as you know, to calculate our errors, we often need the sums. So go ahead and total up the columns. Again, if you need a reminder, the equation is sum equals sum, and then you select the cells that you want the sum of. So once that is all done, we can move down and begin to calculate our forecast error, our mean forecast error. That we know equals the sum of our errors divided by n minus k. All right. So equals the sum of our errors, or 0 in this example, divided by n minus k, or 12 minus 3. That totals 0. We know 0 divided by anything is going to be equal to 0. Our mean absolute error equals the absolute value of our forecast errors divided by, again, n minus k, or 12 minus 3. Mean squared error, that's the sum of our errors squared divided by n minus k. We have 30.667. Then mean absolute percentage error is going to be our absolute value of percentage error divided by n minus k, 12 minus 9. We have 43.07%. Now we need to calculate our week 13 forecast. Oh, I have an error here. I did 12 minus 9. This should be 12 minus 3. Remember, our K value is 3. 12 minus 3 is 9. Did that twice. There we go. Okay, that looks better. Now our week 13 forecast, again, is just going to be a moving average, so equals average, and we select weeks 10, 11, and 12. And our week 13 forecast, again, is 19. So again, in this example, we just forecasted using the 3-period moving average method and then found our mean forecast error, our mean absolute error, our mean squared error, and our mean absolute percentage error.